Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And you are with me and Ender for Charlie Schofield versus Mickey Ellison for the vacant English super middleweight title. Before we get to that,
have a little bit of this.
Yes.
Are you ready?
So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. You are with Joel and Ender. JG's Fight Talk for Charlie Schofield, big following, versus Mickey Ellison, big following. Vacant Essex, English. Essex, that'd be an interesting one. English super middleweight title.
Shut up! Shut up!
So Schofield, 16 fights, 15 wins, 1 knockout, versus Ellison's 15 fights, 12 wins, 4 knockouts. We've actually gone, both of us have gone with Ellison. Ender's gone Ellison stoppage. No, Ellison points. I've gone late stoppage points, but a remit. This is a rematch. Could be an interesting one, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I believe Ellison won it last time. I believe. God, bloody hell, what an exchange early on.
Yeah, they're really going for it.
Schofield just landed some great shots there.
Yeah, into the rib cage of Ellison.
I don't think Schofield wants this to go very long. Do you?
He's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's come down from heavyweight, hasn't he?
He's definitely... He's got almost like the sort of body style of Callum Smith. That sort of build.
Yeah.
Really awkward, not quite gangly, but he's got a good build to go with it, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, it's a fair first round we've had here.
God, good shot there by Ellison.
They're trading leather. They're really going really well.
Difficult one to score this first round.
Ah, well, I mean, we still have a minute and 20, so...
But as I say, Ellison...
It's even enough so far.
Yeah, as we say, Schofield came right out of the block. Looked like he really wanted to get the job done.
Schofield's in the white shorts and Ellison is in the pink and blue shorts, yeah.
Hey, Mr. Arsenal podcast. All right, Double Trouble. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, mate.
I'd say you must be very happy with Saka's display for England there.
Yeah.
I was delighted for him. I was delighted he got the England squad as well.
Player of the season as well for Arsenal.
But I couldn't believe some of the people that were disappointed that he got in the England squad. I was like, that's not fair. The young lad deserves it.
Yeah, no, brilliant season. But here we are for the boxing. Thanks for joining
back
us.
to the boxing.
Thanks for joining us. So, Ryan, are you watching the Fight on Fight Zone? If you're not, just tune in and we'll guide you through it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, me and Ender will join you over the Euros. We might pop on for a special feature. So proud of Sam.
Yeah. He's great.
What?
No, I'm so excited.
Quality.
And to score that goal, and you could see by his, his social media and everything, he was so delighted. But
it was a dream for him.
Nick, the fight has started. We're in round one, and
we're in round one, and
barnstorming first round.
Yeah,
and I am going to give it to Ellison, but it's very close. Who do you give that first one to?
It's a tough one to call, that is. And Schofield started the round really well.
Yeah.
Came out, wanted to get the job done. And to be fair, if he'd clocked Ellison with a more precise punch, I think the referee could have actually got in there, because he landed some great shots, but he just couldn't get that punch he needed, could he? He couldn't land it.
I see the clips have gone for Schofield as well. So, I mean,
to be fair, Ellison looked really good there.
Yeah.
Really good later on in that first round. I think Ellison finished the round a lot better.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm giving it to Schofield.
But that's fair enough, because that would be fair, because we've both gone for a different guy, and I think it was a very close round, so I think that reflects it well.
Thank you.
But I mean, you know, I could have made the pick for Schofield. So I'm glad we both didn't go the same way.
So here we are, round 2 of 10. He's just a good fight in this second round, and Ellison's come out a lot quicker in this second round. They're just working well here.
Yeah, but they're both, you know, it's very much it's almost like a fencing match. You know, they're both big long arms and both going to attack, and one attacks then the other attacks. It's great.
So it's about 1 minute 50 left. Round 2. Both guys still sort of feeling their way into the fight, judging the distance, because there's still a lot of shots being missed.
Yeah.
But as we say, it's only round 2. You know, it's but Schofield he's landing some good clean shots in this second round. Ellison's work rate, but Schofield seems to be scoring the you know, those.
Yeah, Ellison's busier, but Schofield's more accurate. I would agree with you there. Oh, and that's a great 1-2 from Schofield.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to feel his way into the fight now.
And Ellison tucked in there, you know, so that was clever by Ellison, because Schofield was on the attack there.
As I say, if you've just joined us, you're with us on JG's Fight Talk. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, but also, just check out the rest of the content. Some great interviews going out tomorrow. Really good stuff coming out your way. As I said, we've got a brand new show that we're going to reveal in 2 weeks' time with a giveaway. We're going to go for that. Why not? We've got some great stuff coming up, and hopefully got some live guests coming on with us as well.
Body shot there from Ellison.
You are with us for Ellison for the vacant English super middleweight title.
Schofield made Ellison bleed there, as you just very read.
Yeah, really good dust up so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ellison's race really starting to get marked up quite a bit now.
Yeah.
Schofield's landing some really good shots.
Yeah, it looks like his mouth or his nose is busted open, but that's definitely a Schofield round for me.
That does look like a broken nose, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Schofield really finding the distance well, landing the cleaner shots. Not to say Ellison's not.
It is a broken nose.
You know,
that was a cracking shot there.
Yes. Oh God, yeah.
And he did follow through with the elbow.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You can instantly see when it's a broken nose, and that's going to be one that's going to hurt tomorrow. 100%. He literally, when he threw the jab, he went with it, didn't he? We got Jace at the moment. It's all happening now. Jace, how do you have it scored?
I have bang even.
I've got a mad family. It's all happening. How do you have it scored? To me, Schofield has got the first 2 rounds, in my opinion. I know with Ender, he's got a round apiece.
But I mean, Schofield is in control of the fight more now, you know. But
is the issues here, as we know, you know, I suffer for a broken nose as well. It's one of those where
and it's getting very scrappy now.
It then becomes difficult to breathe when someone's broken your nose in the fight. and especially early on, you think they've got another 8 rounds to get through. That's a long old slog when you've got that, that
And the
issue.
ref's warned him now, he's warned Schofield about holding and Ellison about his head. And then Schofield lands there with a good jab to the nose, and obviously he's going to work that nose for all it's worth because it's broken.
Which, to be fair, you would, wouldn't you? You would.
I mean, it's like when you've done the damage, you might as well, absolutely, because that'll get the fight stopped, and then they won't have to worry about points. Like every punch that Schofield throws now looks like it's being at the nose area, and now Schofield's complaining about head there. And the referee is giving a good dressing down.
KK, JG, are you a boxer? No, I'm not.
He just looks like a boxer that's been around the blocks.
I just look like a journeyman. No, I've only had the one white collar fight. I've got another one.
And he's doing another one, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've got another one in December, so I'm looking forward to that. So 20th of December, and we go again.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
We go again, and I got a draw last time, so hopefully next time, I will get the win next time.
Yeah,
I will. So yeah, laughing face. Honestly, you don't get a face like this by just not having a fight.
Playing tiddlywinks.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Unless you play aggressive tiddlywinks like me.
But no, it's all good. We're into round 3, 30 seconds to go. Ellison definitely having a better round in the third here. But
it's funny you've said that, and I thought Schofield was having the more accurate scoring round. I think Ellison is just all up in his grill, as the fella says, but I think Schofield is scoring. But I mean, that would put us both at 2-1, which wouldn't be the biggest thing in the world anyway.
Well, I only give it to Ellison because the fact that second round he got hurt, and that was a really big round for Schofield.
Yeah.
But Ellison's come back in, and he doesn't look particularly bothered, to be fair, by what's happened, and he's come out and he's had a good round. So I'm going to give that for more effort and more work ethic.
Well, for me, the better scoring punches and basically not fouling as much as Ellison, I'm giving it to Schofield. Because Ellison was just all scrappy do, as the fella says. So Schofield was the tidier boxer, scoring the long distance jabs. He was just working his nose. And Ellison, you're right, Ellison was the scrappier little fighter, but for me, Schofield had the better punches. But we're back at 29-28, so that's fine. We're both in agreement with Schofield's ahead. But it's a good fight.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Schofield really has that kind of Roman soldier kind of stance when he starts the round.
Ready for war, isn't it?
Absolutely. On guard. But, yeah, you really, I mean, and definitely, Ellison's definitely the scrappier puncher. He's really wanting to have.
Oh, massive shot there landed by Ellison. Massive. Yeah. Nick has put 29-28 to Schofield.
Yeah, we all have the exact same score now. So, I mean,
KK.
Yes, no, this is 3 judges on this fight. Sorry, 3 judges.
Oh, the referee. Yeah, no, it's the 3 judges for this.
Now,
fight.
whether one of the judges is the referee, I don't know, but it's 3 judges.
Yeah, and as we say, it's for the vacant English super middleweight title. It's and to be fair, both guys are really going for it. They're really
and you can see Schofield is really, really just putting the pressure on Ellison here. Because Ellison is the tidier boxer, but Jesus, Schofield's the tidier boxer, but Ellison is just
he's literally
throwing the kitchen sink at it, elbows, forehead, you name it, he's going to throw it at Schofield. And that's a wild miss there from Ellison. So, I mean, Schofield looks tidier and looks more in control for me, but then Ellison's busier, so it depends what you like. But it depends what you like. Like, if you like a busy boxer, you're going to like Ellison. if you like a tidier boxer, you're going to like Schofield. You know, so it's what you like here, and Schofield's what I like right now.
Yeah, he's definitely, as you say, he's the neater fighter
Mm.
by a mile in this fight. But
Yeah, but Schofield is just full of heart and full of fight. Really, you know, he's a real scrappy little dude.
to be fair, a lot of judges look at that. A lot of judges see the forward, the
But that's it. I mean, the making the fight, you know, bringing the fight to the other boxer.
Hey,
Hello.
again. Hello.
There's good fighting, Gardino.
Yes, good. It's very good fight. And as we say, jump on the bandwagon. Fight Zone TV. There's an app. You can watch it on the web as well. $4.99 a month, £1.25 a week. Can't go wrong. Boxing every weekend. And as you say, this weekend, 2 lots of boxing. So value for money.
Exactly.
Is
so
brilliant.
join me tomorrow night for part 2.
Yeah.
And we're going to have 2 fights from the BT card, 2 fights from Fight Zone and 2 fights from BT. Is that right, Joel?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever fight's on the Fight Zone, you know, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, whatever fight.
If they're all on at the same time, you know.
The only thing is we have to be careful because of the time crossovers and stuff. But
yeah, but I mean, if there's a crossover, I'll have one on the old.
We'll sort it.
One on the TV and one on the laptop, and you know, we'll guide you through both fights as best we can. I can. MIA, Joel. Right, there's another Schofield round for me. I'm glad I gave Ellison the first because I haven't given him anything since.
It'd be interesting. Let us know in the comments how you're seeing this one. Nick, Nick's been scoring it as we've been going through. KK,
who did you give that round to, Joel?
Well, see, I thought Ellison had a really good. I think that was a better round. Wasn't as scrappy.
If you want to give to Ellison, give it to Ellison. There's nothing to say I'm correct. It's just
no. I'm just saying. I think when you look at that round, you know, both. It was probably the tidiest round so far.
Well, I thought the first round was the tidiest.
God, that was brilliant. The first round. Yeah, I'm going to give that to Ellison. So I've got it a draw at the moment. Oh
yeah, you would have the draw. Yeah.
KK's but I can't watch the fight. Well, we'll guide you through it, mate. Honestly, we'll do the best we
can. It's a scrappy affair. But you've got Schofield. He punches straight down the pipe, and then Ellison is all over it like a fly on shit. Like he's just everywhere. He's up in his face. He's a scrappy fighter,
but you know, Ellison holding centre of the ring as well at the same time.
I thought Schofield was holding centre of the ring. I don't know.
He's a real presence in the fight. Ellison.
That's one word, a presence. Yeah.
He's one of those fighters that will not back down. He won't leave you alone, and they can take their toll on you because at the end of the day, you can end up fighting their fight because they're the ones that are making
that's
you
a
fight.
Great 1-2 from Ellison, but then Schofield come back with a straight left that really just rocked that nose, and that's where Schofield has the advantage. He's broken Ellison's nose as far as we know it, so
it definitely looks like it. Definitely looks like it.
Yeah, but Schofield knows that. He knows that.
But
he's willing to fight from distance and just target the nose.
No, there's a lot more clinching going on in the fifth here. I think Ellison's starting to feel it a bit more now, so he's trying to get those deep breaths going.
Yeah, because, Jesus, that was a great shot from Schofield. Then from the ropes, he just bounded in, and it looked like a great left.
Yeah, Schofield's face is really getting marked up now, and it's
Ellison's. Schofield's doesn't look bad at all.
No, sorry, Ellison's. Did I say Schofield?
You did. Sorry, because I was like, I'm not wearing my glasses.
There you go. KK's and how do you score the fight?
I have it 39-37 to Schofield, but that's because that's the style of fight I like. I like the cleaner boxer, and he's just sending those shots down the middle, getting the scoring punch, and then kind of getting out of there. But then, as I said, that Ellison came back with a great right hook there.
Yeah.
So Ellison is a feisty little fighter, and if that's the kind of fighter you like, you're going to be scoring for him. If you like your clean scoring boxer, which I think everyone that watches this now knows I'm more fond of, then you will give it to Schofield. But if I gave this round to Schofield, it's going to put it very wide, and I don't think that's very fair. So,
well, I thought that was a Schofield round.
Good, because I'm still giving it to Schofield.
Yeah, I think definitely a Schofield round. I've got Schofield ahead after 5.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, to be fair, like Ender was saying, just to sort of replicate what he said, really, it's kind of, it is one of those things, really, where you've got the scrappy fighter versus, you've got the brawler versus the boxer, and the boxer's doing the tidy work, the point punches, where the brawler's kind of coming forward, he's making it messy.
And I know lots of people love the brawler because he's all action and all of that. But
I think they like the come forward approach, don't they?
Yeah. But like Schofield is boxing clever. He's using his reach. He's keeping, he's obviously trying to keep Ellison back because Ellison's on him like a flying shit. But it's good. It's good. If you're watching along, how have you guys got it? Are you enjoying the fight?
Ryan's put on there, are you going to be up at silly o'clock Sunday for Mayweather versus Paul exhibition?
No.
Probably not.
No. If I wake in the middle of the night, I'll check my old Twitter and see what the scaling is, and if it's on, then I might find a way of watching it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to set my alarms to get up for it. No.
If I've slept like a baby, basically means I've pissed the bed. Then I'll probably get up and I'll watch it because
we're a fucking nappy.
We'll be awake. But if we're not awake, or Ender hasn't texted me at stupid o'clock to say he is, then...
Oh, don't worry, I won't be texting you to start commentating on that.
It'd be different. If it was a different fight, Ender probably would. But as it's that fight...
yeah. Like, I'm still ripping that we didn't get a watch along for Donair's fight. Yeah. That was brilliant. And I didn't see it live myself. But actually, I'm glad, but we wouldn't have been able to see both, so I probably would have missed the Donair fight because the other fight was on.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
the referee was warning Schofield there.
Yeah, there's grabbing happening between the two of them now. It's and I think that's because Schofield is being dragged into the scrappy fight.
Oh, absolutely! Like
he's being dragged into it, and that's the thing. Ellison his game plan is kind of working as the fight goes on, because as you get more tired, you start to clinch a lot more and drag and lean. So it's
put Schofield in a headlock there, and Schofield wasn't very impressed. He looked at the ref and said, "I hear what's going on." Whereas Ellison would say, "Well, he had his head down, and I was just showing you that his head was down." So
I just walked halfway across the ring with his head under my arm to show you that his head was down.
Well, his head was low, yeah. I mean, how would it get under my armpit if it wasn't low? So,
I thought not, but just double checked. Yeah, Ryan, why don't you do it?
Yeah, Ryan, you can. No, because then Ryan might get good at it, and then he could take all our viewers.
No, he can do it on this show.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Clever. I like that.
We're going to use him for the YouTube fights. As I say, we're back here for some
real... but then Ryan gets huge numbers, and then what happens?
Yeah, exactly. We just get rid of him.
Then we do the YouTube fights.
But no, we're back for some proper fighting at the end of round 6 there.
Well, I'm giving that to Ellison.
Yeah, I thought he kind of dragged.
He dragged Schofield down to his level, and I didn't see Schofield.
I think he dragged him into his fight, didn't he? Yeah, and he just kind of he's turned it into a dogfight at an interesting time as well.
Yeah.
An interesting time in the fight.
I'm going to get more Coke Zero, so if you want to just, I'll be back.
Yeah. I'll do what I do. I'll see you in a minute. So yeah, here we are. Charlie Schofield versus Mickey Ellison for the vacant English super middleweight title. Like we were saying earlier, Charlie Schofield, 16 fights, 15 wins, 1 knockout. Mickey Ellison, 15 fights, 12 wins with 4 knockouts. Yeah, interesting fight on Fight Zone. The referee's just started round 7. So we're going again here. Ellison, centre of the ring. Both guys exchanging well early on. Ellison just... He's warned Ellison there because he just blatantly punched Schofield in the back of the head. Quite a swing as well. Schofield turned his back and Ellison just walloped from behind. Ender, the ref just had a word with Ellison there because he swung quite a violent punch to the back of the head. But the ref sort of dragged him to the corner and had a word.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't take a point because he's done it a few times now where he's had a word, but Schofield's going back to that nose again. Yeah.
Well, if I was Schofield, that's what I do too. I mean that's because like if you get into a scrap, Ellison will win. If he keeps just...
We've got Rusty. Do you think Ellison can still win?
Absolutely.
Do I think he will? No.
No,
I think he's still got the potential to win? Yes. You know,
but I really think Ellison needs a stoppage. You know?
Or he's got to win the remaining rounds for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, but even then it'd be very close.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, to give himself a chance. Currently, I've got it as a draw.
What? After 6 rounds, I've got it 4 rounds to 2. So you've 3 rounds all. So I suppose it's not that different, really. It's just 1 round we score differently.
Yeah, it's
but this is a very difficult round to score now because it's so scrappy.
It's one of those fights where the fight started off really well, and now it's slowly turning into just a bit of a slug.
Well, I mean that's what Ellison wanted.
KK, good to hear. I bet Schofield. Yeah, to be fair, as it stands, although I've got it a draw on paper, Schofield is the more precise boxer. He's got the knee to work, the scoring punches. He's looking, you know, he's got good foot movement. He's working well. It works jab really well. But Ellison there, just as I said that, landed about 3 jabs. Missed a wild swing there, but a really competitive 7th round there. Ender, that's another difficult one to score.
It is. I mean, and I'm looking at that and going,
Rusty's just thanks, guys. No problem at all.
I'm
Rusty.
probably going to give it.
Hit the subscribe button if you're with us for the first time.
I'm probably going to give it to Ellison on just the, kind of the benefit of the doubt kind of thing because I thought he did. You know.
Did you see the hit behind the head?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's a tough one.
I think you should give it to Schofield.
Because other than the punch behind the head, Ellison looked like he was having a better round.
Yeah.
Well, but when he did that, I think eyes then turned to what Schofield's been doing. So, in my opinion, I'm going to Schofield round.
Okay, that's fine. So we both have it. We both have Schofield 1 up now. We have it 4-3 to Schofield. Yeah. So we're actually back even. But it shows how close it is because
it's like this.
But we haven't given the same rounds to both boxers, you know.
Yeah, and this is what we were saying earlier, is when judges,
but it depends what the judges are after.
Like
if
we
they're
were saying,
after action, if they're after being busy, if they're after, being up
come
in
forward.
That's a great punch by Ellison. That was an absolute great right hand from Ellison.
Yeah, do you know what? That was pretty much even to the punch he had to break the nose.
Yeah,
it was the same sort of style, and the two of them are really going at it. And Schofield just landed some great shots there. These rounds are really difficult to score.
They really, really are.
And like Ender says, he likes that boxer. He likes the technical approach. But Ellison makes you almost like.
Ellison's got the biggest shot in this round so far. So I mean, you know what I mean.
He almost makes you like him with his style because he's got that aggressive approach.
Yeah. Now Schofield is back. Just
working well for him, isn't
it? On the back foot, jabbing away.
Yeah, and the thing is, as soon as Ellison comes forward, Schofield's catching him, and that's the difference. He's working the counter punch game very well now, Schofield. You notice every time Schofield turns his back, Ellison raises his fist as though he's going to punch him in the back of the head, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's a real dirty one.
But then again, you don't turn your back.
So not too much longer left of round 8. We've got about 45 seconds to go. Yet again, another difficult one.
Yeah, Ellison's definitely the brawler, and Schofield definitely the boxer.
Yeah, 100%.
But did we not? I was telling that poor chap that Ellison had to win every round to win the fight, and if Ellison wins these rounds, he's won the fight because
the way we've scored it, yeah. And to me, in that round, Ellison landed the better punches.
Yeah, but even in this round, I would favour Ellison here.
That's what I mean.
I mean, this is 3 rounds in the bounce I've given Ellison. I mean, I gave 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds in the bounce to Schofield. Now I've given the next 3 to Ellison. So I now, after 8, I have it 4-all. And I think you have it 5-3, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, my breakdown so far, the first 2 rounds were Schofield's. The next 2 were Ellison. Then it was Schofield. Then it was Ellison. Then it was Schofield. Then it was Ellison. So it's very much like that at the moment, where they're almost like interchangeable rounds. So I've got it 4 rounds all. Yeah, 4 rounds all. I've got it, Ender.
Oh, cool.
So and that pretty much sums the fight up, really, doesn't it? How have you got it?
Just one moment.
As I say, if you're watching it at home, let us know how you're scoring it as well.
I have 76-all after 8.
They're both laying on the floor. Ellison looks like he's hurt his ankle. They both just clattered to the floor, no knockdowns. But Ellison looked like he hurt his ankle there. He definitely don't look the same, does he? The footwork has slowed down.
I missed that because I was trying to count my scores.
Yeah, they literally just had a clatter and both went to the floor. There was
I have a 76-all after 8.
So you're in the same boat as I am.
Oh.
I'll tell you, they're exchanging some great punches here. The really good uppercut there by Ellison as well. The two of them are just really sort of complement each other. Another really good fight put on by Fight Zone. We look at the last fight, Whittaker versus Healy. Another really good matchup, and this is another one to follow. 2 rematches. Another good, successful weekend. What is this? The 3rd weekend in a row, and yeah, some great fights being made. Great domestic fights. So we're coming up sort of 1:10 to go of round 9. Just a good fight, to be fair.
Yeah, it's quite scrappy at times, but yeah, it's very even.
And it's funny though, because in some of the rounds, Ellison is now becoming the more technical tactician, and Schofield is becoming a bit more rough, and it's almost like they've switched roles. But Ellison, I don't know, Schofield seems to be working the jab a lot better in this round. So
it's funny because I thought Ellison was the more come forward boxer here.
I think Ellison is boxing
As
well.
I said that, Ellison's had some excellent shots in a row there, so it's so even, it really is.
Yeah, I think the two of them, they're putting it all on the line, which is great. And Ellison's finishing the round really well here.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving that round to Ellison.
Yeah, he's definitely nicked that one for me.
That's 4 rounds in the bounce I've given to Ellison after I gave 4 rounds in the bounce to Schofield.
So now we've both got Ellison winning by 1 round. 1 round in it.
So I've got it after 9, 85-86.
If you're in the comments,
let us know. Are we wild? Well, I mean, I don't think we're wild off. I think it's a very close fight. It could go either way.
Just let us know how you're seeing the fight. Let us know the scorecards, who you'd like to win, who you think is winning. If you're with us for the first time, hit the subscribe button at JG's Fight Talk on YouTube. Just another good fight for, as we were saying, Fight Zone. Really good setup. Some big stars there tonight as well, which was really good to see. Good to see people supporting. Good to see Johnny Nelson on there. Obviously a Sky Sports man, but he's showing his support being in the Sheffield area.
Maybe he's realising he needs a new job.
Eddie Hearn did say the other day that there's new people.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who it is. So but as we say, it's all about the boxing, and we're in round 10. About 2:20 to go.
Yeah.
And
and they're both exchanging leather here in round 10.
Yeah, both trading really well. You wouldn't even know this was round 10 the way they're fighting. Fantastic. Big respect to both fighters, and they've obviously done the gym, worked well, looking good. Is Schofield tiring?
I would say so, yes. I would say
he's not as on his toes as he was at
not popping out the jab like he used to. I mean, like, he's been beaten to the punch every time now here.
My only bugbear.
That wasn't good by Ellison. I would give Ellison a warning for that, and that would mean he lost the fight.
Yeah, because he stuck his head right into the chin.
He really did. The referee just pulled him apart and did nothing.
Yeah, the ref was a bit too nice for me on that one. I would have taken the point. You've had probably more than 4 or 5 conversations with him now for different things.
Yeah.
I think it's time to take a point, but the ref,
But I mean, actually, would you believe from that, Schofield seems to have found his bounce again and is throwing out that jab better again after that incident.
Yeah, good. good jab, but also good 1-2s as well from Ellison. Definitely having the better round for Ellison here. He's woken up with a minute to go.
Schofield,
sorry.
Sorry, no, I was just checking that you meant Schofield because
Yeah. No, Schofield's definitely.
Yeah, and Ellison is really dragging here and throwing his opponent now, and I think Schofield might have over exaggerated that throw a bit there for the referee's attention.
See, Ellison almost
Schofield,
hit round the back of the head there again. He's got to be careful. The ref will take that point even with 30
well,
seconds.
if he takes the point, then he's lost because I'm having it a draw. This is going to be. I'm going to actually. I know. Like I've 17 seconds to go. This is a round for Schofield for me, which will put it at 95 each.
Yeah, it's a draw on my cards.
So there you go. 95.
Respect to the end. Both fighters.
And if I was to give it, I'd give it to Schofield.
Yeah, if I had to give it to a fighter, I think Schofield nicks it. Just because of the neater work.
Just on the neater work and the better, just kind of
the point scoring punches. Yeah,
and if you took the point from Ellison, then it would be 95-94, which would be clear for Schofield. So I've scored it a draw, but I'm giving it to Schofield.
This could go as a draw. So let's wait.
But it could go either way, But fair play.
Are you going to be the scores on the doors? I'll jump in while Ender's just doing just checking the points there. He's waiting for the scores to come. Both fighters in their respective corners at the moment. So here we are at the end of Charlie Schofield versus Mickey Ellison for the vacant English super middleweight title. Could be interesting this. Good to see both fighters. Sorry, I lost my signal there for a second on the channel. Did you as well? Yeah, I think it just went dark, which is glad it's come back. Sudden panic that we were going to miss the points. But yeah, I say both fighters having a laugh at the end there. That's what we always like to see. We like to see the sportsmanship in the game, and we generally get to see it. So massive respect to both fighters, and the fans will show their appreciation in the car park in Sheffield, and just got to be quiet because Ender's doing the scores. Just see how this one plays out. As I say, thanks for joining us on JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations, and you've been joining me and Ender as always. Really great to have a lot of people tuning in, getting involved, and just sharing the comments. We really appreciate people getting involved with the channel. As I say, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have a new show where we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to do sort of Q&As and all sorts of different bits in there. We'll do reviews, previews, and just have a bit of a fan section where we can get people in, but we can also have a chat at the same time. Ender?
Yeah.
What was the result?
The result was a unanimous decision, 96-94, which I thought was fair enough, 97-93, which I thought was a little bit wide, and 99-92, I think, which I thought was far too wide.
99-92?
I think it was 92 and not 91. But that was all for Schofield. Schofield did win, but I mean, we had it much, much closer. I mean, I'd Schofield basically on points, but I wrote Schofield down. I mean, but like 90, 96, 94, I have no problem with 97, 93. I can understand, but I think 99 is not one bit fair on Ellison at all.
No, I would say the 96-94 is a very fair result. You know, that's kind of how we had it pretty much bang on as a draw, but that could have gone either way with the 96-94. There shouldn't be any.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was ever going to be 96-94 to Ellison, to be fair. I think if it was going to be 96-94, it would have been Schofield, so I had no issue with that. 97-93, I don't really even have a problem with that either, if you prefer the physical boxer. Oh, that's KK's winning money.
Well done, KK.
But 99, I just think is very unfair to Ellison. That's just it.
Well, there we go. So, yeah, end of JG's fight talk. So, Ender, thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll be back tomorrow, and we'll let you know.
Guys.
We'll let you know, and we'll put all the information out there ready for tomorrow. And Ender, thank you very much as always.
Thank you very much, Joel, and I enjoyed this fight here.
There we go. So there we
go.
Schofield is the new English super middleweight champion. And on that note, have some of this.
Have some of that. Yeah.